Can you believe we're halfway through 2023 already? And the real estate market is probably nothing like you expected. This is your July 2023 Plano, Texas real estate update. Let's start this update by talking about what today's market means for homeowners in North Texas. First of all, it's really good to be a homeowner in North Texas. Prices are steadily on the rise. Yes, they were up again in June as well. And when we rewind and look back at the course of 2023, home prices are up 9.7% relative to the start of the year. Now, I'll caveat and say, I don't think we're gonna get to December and say, hey, home prices are up 10, 11, 12% for the year. While possible, I think more likely we're gonna see the blended rate for the year look like 5 or 6%. Typically, we see higher price points in the spring and summer and then maybe taper off a little bit towards the end of the year. That doesn't mean home prices are falling, it just means the mix of homes that are selling varies throughout the year. One big driver of home prices is supply and demand. And the reality of it is there are just not a lot of homes for sale, supply, and lots of demand to live in Plano. Last month, 65% of homes sold for the seller's asking price or more. I continue to advise my sellers to have their home presented great and priced smartly. And that's the formula for when you want buyers to give you everything you want and more. The reality of 2023 is that buyers are willing to pass on a home that doesn't have a high perceived value, so it's worth it for a seller to do that extra work and make sure the home looks great. Now, if you want to know more what's going on in your neighborhood specifically, reach out. I'd love to have that conversation with you. Now let's talk about what today's data means for somebody who wants to buy a home in Plano or the greater North Dallas area. First, I would ask you, what are you waiting for? I think a lot of people are waiting for some sort of big change, either for rates to go down or for prices to go down, and they're gonna jump in. Neither of those are likely to happen. And a big concern I have, especially for a first-time home buyer, is seeing them get priced out of a great city like Plano. The thing to keep in mind for a buyer today is that it's still very much a seller's market. So when you enter the marketplace, you need to be ready to compete and win because multiple offers are still prevalent. The reality is there's not a lot of negotiability. Last month, only 1 in 3 buyers were able to pay less than the seller's asking price, and even then it was only by like 1 or 2%. So I would tell you this, if now's the right time for your family to buy a home, then I would jump in the market and transact. Nobody ever said, I wish I didn't buy that house 5 years ago. Now I want to talk about the latest real estate stats for Plano. When we look back at the month of June, there were 196 single family homes that sold. That's a few more than May, but it is the highest selling month of 2023 so far. Home prices were also up last month to $555,000. That's a 15K bump from May. And now when we look at how homes are selling compared to what they're asking, we call that the sold to list ratio, it was 100%. So sellers are basically getting what they're asking for. And now the other thing to think about is how long does it take a home to sell? The days on market were 8. And so that means half of a home sold in about a week or less. And I think this number is gonna creep up as we go into the back half of the year. I don't think we're getting anywhere close to pre-pandemic levels where it took 21, 30 days to sell a house, but I do think we're gonna see us hit the double digits again. So let's shift gears and talk about current inventory. We're starting the month of July with 255 homes for sale. That's quite a bit compared to the months prior this year, but it's still not a lot. When we compare that to the rate of sales, it's 1.3 months of supply. I think when we start to see 3-4 months of supply, that's when the conversation shifts to, hey, we are seeing the market soften. And we break down the inventory across price points. It's still very much a seller's market across all price points. Now, for a person on the fence about selling, now's a great time. The odds are very much in your favor because you just don't have a lot of competition. So we're halfway through the year. I'm excited to see, it'll be fun to see what happens in the back half of 2023. Personally, I'm quite bullish on the Plano real estate market. My team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in Plano or anywhere in the greater North Dallas area, reach out. You can connect with us in the pinned comment below. We'll see you all in the next video.